one thing that I'm really appreciative of that my father taught me is that when you don't feel well, you need to get help and you need to just go to the doctor. One thing that I've noticed, like more or less recently, especially I've been going on my own health journey, is that and a lot of the men around me just don't seek help. I understand like mental issues because like mental stuff is kind of like socially looked down upon in I guess American society, right? But in terms of just like physically having ailments, having pains, and like being sick and going to the doctor, a lot of men just don't do it, and I don't know why. At least from my perspective, right? Because my father, he always like when we were sick as kids, if it was a smidge of a thing that was like a little bit more serious than a cold, he was the first person to flip out, while my mom was like a little bit more calm, right? And even for himself, like, you know, you don't like freak out immediately when something happens, but like if it lasts more than a certain amount of time, like you need to take yourself to the doctor and like seek help and get better. Also had a situation with like my older brother. We always joke around because we call it his titty tumor, but he had a period where like he had some like growth in his chest. It turned out to be nothing, but I always appreciate it. Yeah, like he took himself to the doctor. He like waited a month, it didn't go away. Let me just go to the doctor. But there's just so many dudes who just won't go to the doctor, are scared of going to the doctor. And I'm gonna say it, like they're scared. Like, why are we scared to just get help? You're trying to be the best man that you can be, but y'all pussyfooting around trying to make you seem like you're strong. Meanwhile, you could barely get through like a walking challenge, or you could barely like hold yourself up. There's a problem with that, so we need to really fix that amongst men. All right, that's pretty much it. All right, peace out.